Hey guys, and welcome back to Oil Bay. This is my new City Skylines series on my new second channel. So, for today, I noticed that all of these houses are kind of the same. I'm hoping that they all level up. When they do, it will be a lot nicer looking. I've got the Paris theme in here, but we can't get into oil yet. We need a population of 3,800. And then we can get to oil. But what we can do right now is some farming industries. We can do ore as well. So I was thinking, let's kind of go over here and get into a little bit of a forestry industry, because there's quite a bit of forestry stuff right here. And I think we could probably make that work if we start right here. So let's go into that. And then we'll let the game run while we do that. And hopefully we'll get some more people coming in, because we do have some extra space for... There we go. We've got some extra space for residential, and I'm hoping that maybe people decide to come in and live here. Now this road is actually going to be commercial in the future, so let's actually remove that, and we'll switch that for commercial. And that should take care of what we need. So let's go in and start a forestry. Where do we want to put this? There's a lot of availability here. I definitely want it up here in the mountains. And then we're also going to have the ore here too. I think I want the forestry to be right here. So let's start with that, shall we? Okay, good news. We made it to Busy Town, which means we can get into the oil industry. However, I want to wait a little bit on that. I've been working a little bit on this forestry industry. It's not very pretty, but I'm not really particularly worried about it being pretty at the moment. I just want it to be functional. And so I'm working on that right now. And now that we have made it to Busy Town, we have access to oil, tourism specialization, all these other cool things. And I'm going to take a look at the city and see if we can kind of do any fixing up here. So if we go over here, we'll see here's our city, and it's not bad. I don't think we have access to high density yet. We have to meet the next milestone, which is quite a ways away for that. However, there's a lot of density in here already. But I see that these are two collector roads right here. These are also main roads. And I think I want to actually do a little bit of work and upgrade those to better roads. And I think eventually I really want to redo this whole area by the main road. But for now, I think we'll leave it for a little bit. I don't want to irritate people who live here. But let's work on these collector roads and kind of make them look a little bit nicer. that's a little bit better. Upgrading those roads will definitely help us with stuff later on. Now, those are just 2-lane roads, so they're not super special. But in this middle collector road, this is going to be an artery. And so let's upgrade that to a much, much bigger road, just because we're going to need it later on. Now, I'm not sure if we want to do it with a bus lane or bicycle lanes or trees. Trees look nice. So maybe we'll do it with trees for now, but we can always upgrade or downgrade this later on, because I do kind of want a monorail in the city in the future. But for now, we're just going to upgrade this like that, and I think that'll at least help a little bit. Okay. So now we've got a main artery through the city and 2 collectors on either end of this city. This is the historic district, so we're going to keep it relatively gridded and kind of old-fashioned in the way that it looks. And then on the other side of this road here is where we're going to do a newer version of the city. But for now, let's try to get some more commercial in somewhere. Try to figure out how we can do that, because it's really important for us to get more commercial, because we've got more need for that. The only problem though is, where are we going to put it? Because there's only so many spots that we really want the commercial, like along this road. Let's do it along this road too, actually. This is a collector, so it does make sense for commercial to be along it. Okay, so I think that fixes our issue with commercial for now. And I see a space for a park here. I kind of want to add a park in here later on, but for now I think we'll just keep it the way it is. But there is some more room for... Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. See, I could put residential here, but it's right next to those roads, so I think maybe this might be a good spot for some commercial. Or in the future, maybe some offices. But we've done what we could there, so I think the only thing we can do now is expand the city out and see what we can do from there. Okay, so we have expanded down this way a little bit. Now this right here is industrial. I do have pollution turned off though, so it's not going to be a big deal for now. However, I'm going to move this industrial at some point. It's going to be closer and have direct access to the interstate here. But we've expanded down this way. We've got room for the city to grow, and I changed the way the roads are designed to take some of the traffic off of this artery road, because there's a lot of intersections right here, and I do want to eventually change that to this design here. I think it'll be a lot easier on this road. But let's see if we can grow a little bit more. We are losing some people at the moment, but I'm not sure why, because it looks like all needs... Oh, there's an electrical issue. We are consistently running out of electricity over and over again. So we're definitely going to need to consider getting some more electric at some point, because we are having some trouble. But I think it looks like they're all good, but for some reason they're still complaining about electric. Let's just add a couple more of these in there for now. And at some point we will be putting in a better electrical plant in. It looks like it's still having trouble though. Just put a couple more of them in. Oh, it looks like they need water. Oh, I think I put the wrong one. Okay, I see what I did wrong here. I see what I did wrong. I put the wrong ones in. I didn't use offshore ones. That's what the issue was. So there's some of those. Those are hopefully gonna take care of our problem. Let's check and see if that fixed it. And there it was. That's what it was. That's good. That means that we are now up and running yet again. All of these buildings are the same, and I really don't know how I feel about them. But this is also part of the historic district. So let's just add that in there. And I guess now we're just going to play the waiting game and see if we can get to the next milestone. And let's check on our services and see what we got going on here. So for healthcare, we've only got the one, but it looks like we don't have any issues with it. However, we could use some elder care and child health care. So let's do a little bit of healthcare here. And we're going to put it right... I want it to be in a specific spot. So let's put a road in. We'll do this road right here. And this road is going to connect in every couple blocks or so. And we are going to add a little special area for elder care. So here's the elder care building. We're going to put it right here on this corner. And then right on the other side of it, we are actually going to put a crematorium because it's elder care. So, you know. So let's add a road in. I think right here is where we need that road. And let's check to see if... No, we need it over just a little bit more. So I think we need that road right. Not like that. No, we don't need that. Okay. I think we need that road right here. And now we can put the crematorium right on the other side. Or actually the cemetery. There we go. Cemetery. And it looks like it connects really nicely with the elder care facility because, well, you know, you gotta make sure that those elders are taken care of, and gotta get that right next to the area. So we're gonna put a road there, and this road is actually gonna connect here, and we're gonna remove this one right here. And that gives us a nice little area for the older people. And then let's make a little school campus too. But first, let's check our water and make sure that everything is well done with the water. Okay, so to make sure that this area is very desirable for people, we're going to put in a campus for schooling. And that's going to be relatively close to the elder care and stuff like that. I want to make it like a little pod of sorts where we have all the little facilities that we need. So let's go in here and go and do... Which school do we want to use? See, this is an old area, so let's do... That's a high school. It's just a regular school. So let's do this one right here, the French private school. And we're going to put that one right here on that corner. That makes sense. And then you can see that it has an empty spot right there. So let's put... Oh, that's a nicer building. Okay. Which one's that? This one is the one that we put in here. That's just a regular... Yeah, that's a regular elementary school. So let's put the high school right here. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to move this elementary school so that it connects with the high school. And I think that actually works pretty well. Well, we're going to move it in just a bit. I think that looks better. So now the elementary school and the high school kind of go together. And then over here, we're going to put some parks, and those are going to kind of make the schools look like they're put together a little bit more. And we're going to make this area a very desirable spot for people to go to. So let's do... We don't have enough money. We want to do a tennis court, and that will go right next to the high school right there. Right in that section. And then right here, let's see if we can try to fit in like a play place for the kids. Large playground. Oh, that's really big. Is there a small playground? There is a small playground. And it's not quite the right size, but I think we can fudge it if we move this one right here to a different spot. Oops. That was not what I meant to do. Alright, let's put that basketball court back in, but we're going to do it... I think if we do it right there, it's actually not going to be too much of a deal. Yep, that's fine. And we're just going to fill this area in a little bit with some trees, and then we've got a nice little area here. Let's do some just regular oak trees. We're going to use our prop line here. We're just going to do that, and I think that works pretty nicely actually. Nice little school campus area, and we can actually add some fence if we want to. Cobblestone fence, Paris. Let's see how that looks. That is not a fence. That's a paving. Okay. Let's add a fence here. There, I think that actually looks pretty good. We've got a high school, the elementary school, a play place, a basketball court, and a tennis court, and that's a little campus area. Then we've got the cemetery with the elder care right here, and we've got some space here. We might actually end up putting a crematorium in there, but for now, let's just wall it off. And that should help with just kind of reminding us that we need to do something there. So this area is definitely starting to come up. I don't see many problems except that there's a problem with not enough workers, but we're getting up there in the amount of people that we have. So there's that. Then we've got this old hospital here, and I want to add that in too. And I think I want to add that in over on this side right here. Let's see if we can fit it. Oh, we totally can. Let's put it right there. And I am anarchying this in, but it does fit pretty well, so I am going to just move it a little bit like that, and I think that fixes the problem that we have. So now with the hospital, so we've got hospital, elder care, cemetery, schooling, and then on the other side of this hospital we can just kind of make it look like a pretty little area here. So let's go through and just add some paths. Okay, so let's check to make sure if there's any more services over in this little section here that need to be done. Now I like this building right here, but it's very expensive. I've been using just these block services, which is super cheaty, but it does make it a little bit easier to work with. Now, we don't actually need services in this area, but I was thinking, you know, might as well. Now, this hospital right here can serve as like an area for the block services here. So if we put the police there, and then if we put the fire department there too, then it kind of looks like they're part of the hospital. But that should help with the school situation and the stuff like that. So now let's check the schooling here and see if that changes things. Not really. Not sure why though. It shouldn't be an issue because there's plenty of services right there. But let's continue forward and see if we can hit that next milestone, because we really need to. Let's get some more roads in here. But to make this place a little bit more desirable, let's add a little bit of parkage here. Alright, so adding the trees there might help. Let's go, and we've got all of the zoning put in, so let's add a little bit more. And we're actually going to change that. Oh, actually we're not going to change that. I just realized that that's right on the main road there, so let's do 3. Okay, and then we'll add this kind of zoning for residential right there, right next to the schools. And that should make this little area right here a much more desirable area. And I might actually take this area and add it into here later on. So let's go through here, and we're going to add a new district. And this new district on this side of the road is going to take over. And this part of the district is going to be on this side of the road. So historic district will be there, and this area will be here. And we're going to name this district something. We're going to name it Rich Peopleville. Sure, that works. Change the themes, and instead of the regular theme, you know, we're going to have no specific theme for this one. But when it comes to city planning, we are going to services, recycling. We're going to do that. That's fine. Just recycling. That works for me. And let's see how Rich Peopleville works out. They're going to have a beautiful view of the gorgeous dirty oil industry. And let's click play and see if people go there. Probably not. But look, it's so pretty. You know, I gotta admit though, I'm not so sure if I actually like these trees. But we've got a lot of people upgrading here. So let's see if that makes the land value a bit nicer. Oh yeah, if you can see there, that land value is really going up. And that makes this area a very nice area to be in. But I do think we're going to have to change these roads up. If we want this area to be like this, we're going to want to add these roads in so that it's well connected. Because we want them all to have easy access to those schools. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this. get rid of you and get rid of you. And we're just gonna... That works. It's a little odd, but I'm not worried about it. And go through, and that gives us much more connectivity. Just do it over here too. However, we're gonna have to get rid of that road. That works. And that works. I'm gonna connect that and connect that. It's gonna make a bit of an odd connection, but at least it's gonna make this whole area really, really well connected. And that's what we need. So people are upgrading like crazy. They've got plenty of commercial in their own areas. Everything is working out well here. And I think I'm actually going to upgrade this road so that it's easy to get to. So we use our picker tool and we're just going to upgrade that road because this is kind of like a collector now. And we might actually want to upgrade this one too. Yeah, we'll upgrade this road too. Alright. Well, we're not doing bad. We're losing people and gaining people. But this area is in really good connection, and I think that people are going to want to live here. I mean, it seems very desirable. Let's check the land value here. And the land value is pretty good. Although we could probably add a little bit of something over here. So let's add a park here. And this is kind of the perfect space to do it. So first we're just going to remove. You guys can stay. Okay, so we finished that little park area. It looks kind of cute. Up that ticket price. Ticket price of all these parks is going to be way more expensive. But let's check our land value here. It's getting a little bit better. But I think we can do a little better than that. I wonder if our services there, our services are great. But we could use some more fire and police. So let's get into our block services here. And we don't want it to be on a main road, so we're just going to do boop. And boop. There we go. That'll help make people a little bit happier. And how are we over here on education? We could add a library in, actually. Because we just got that one school. So what if... Here we are, public library. We could actually add that right next to there, and that might actually help out a little bit. Alright, so we've got a lot more demand for homes. And if we check the land value, it should be a lot nicer now in this area. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's really nice. So that park area does need to be worked on, but once it's a little bit higher, then I think it's great. So I think we should expand out into this area here and see what we can do there and see if that kind of fixes the issue with the insane demand for population. Alright, you guys, so it's taken a little bit longer than I want it to get to 6,000, but we have been expanding, and the whole side of this part is pretty well expanded. And the only thing I could think of is to go over to this bit here and work there, and we do still need to change... Oh, well, we don't actually have anybody there, so we can get rid of this industrial area. And I think that'll give us some room to zone some more stuff. But we're going to need to work on these roads here. And we are at 5,480 at the moment, so we are so close to our next milestone, which is great, and we got quite a bit of money in the bank, which makes me happy. But the problem is that it still just is such slow growth, and I need people to want to come here more. But it looks like we've done a really good job keeping the land value high. So I guess I could add a park in here. Alright, so I added a little park in there. Let's see how that works out with the land value situation. Hopefully it'll help. I really want to get people moving in here and thinking that this is a great place to live. They're going to have a beautiful view of the oil industry right over there. It's just going to be the most beautiful view ever. They're going to really like it. And we're so close. We're so close to our next milestone. So let's check out the land value here. Well, it doesn't seem to have done much, but I mean, hopefully it helps out, you know, a little bit. So far, we still don't need any roundabouts, which is really great. That means we're doing a good job maintaining or handling the traffic here. Those collector roads are really helping, and because we're so well connected, it's making it much easier. Having an issue with workers though, but we don't have much demand for anything, so. And that park doesn't seem to be doing what I had originally hoped it would. So I wonder if there's something we can add over here to help out. Childcare maybe? There is, that area right there is the little block of places that, the little campus thing. So maybe if we add the childcare right there, it'll help out. That should help out, make the land value a little bit better. And is there anything else we can do? We can get into some public transit, but I don't think we have trams yet. Oh, we do. Okay. Well, let's make a little trolley area and get some trolleys set up and see if maybe that helps with the land value over here. Okay, you guys, so we added the trolleys and people seem to like it. And we've got more demand for residential once again. So that means we're very likely to get our milestone very quickly. And it has definitely helped with the land value in this area. So let's continue to expand a little bit on the city here. And we're going to expand over on this side here, which is Poor Peopleville or something like that. I don't know. But we're going to expand over here and see how that works out. Okay, you guys, we made it to Big Town. That's great. We now have campus areas, taxation policies, all this other cool stuff. But the best part about this is we get IT cluster, office stuff, and other things that we can do. So let's do a little bit more development here. Okay, guys, well, after letting it sit for a little while, we had a little bit of upgrading going on here with the high density. Some of these buildings still haven't actually upgraded yet, but that's okay because we are definitely doing pretty well. We're at 6,678 people, and we are starting to go up a little bit. It's definitely not bad. Got some issues with not enough workers. Let's just see what it is. Just not enough workers in general. Now, I'm not sure what we can do about that because unfortunately we are pretty well put out on people. We're pretty well populated right now, so I don't know why they're having that much of an issue with that, but I think we're doing pretty good. So I am ready. Now that you can see down here, we've got over $1 million on here, and I'm ready to start working on that oil industry. And so that's going to be over here, and it's going to be massive. It is going to be absolutely massive. So let's kind of figure out how we're going to do this and enjoy the show. Well, this doesn't seem to be that bad. We're probably going to have to get rid of all those guys later on. But as long as we're making money, it looks like we're definitely making some money, so there's that. But it's definitely like leveled up real quick, and we have a huge demand. Oh, look, it leveled up again. So this is kind of a giant mess. And I think we're going to fix it in the next episode, because for this one, we are kind of out of time. But before we do that, we do need some more high density put in here because we have a big need for more residential. So let's add a little bit of extra high density around this area. Just kind of finish this up. Well, that fixes the problem. They're all going to grow back as high density now, which is good, but I had to actually delete them all in order for them to do that. Also, all these areas never upgraded to high density either, which is kind of a big pain. But we can go through. Oh, look, our happy magical Oil Corp has definitely reached level 5, which is great. And in the next episode, we're definitely going to work on that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go through and kind of grow the city a bit and delete all of the buildings that are supposed to be high density that came back and didn't actually grow as high density. I'm going to change those up, but that is looking pretty good. This whole high-rise area seems to be working out very well for us, and I will see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I enjoyed making it. I'm really enjoying Cities Skylines. It's really fun, and I'm having a good time with it. And we should go check over here on our forestry area. Oh, okay. Well, let's put a fire department in here. Just kind of help them out a little bit. And that should definitely help with the issue of the fire. But that should fix it. It's level 3. I didn't do anything to this since we put it up. Oh, look, we got small city. That's really great, you guys. We now have monorail, train, cable cars, level 6 unique buildings. This is going to be great for us. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. I'm really liking City Skylines so far. I'm really excited to continue with this series of Oil Bay because we're going to make lots of cash money moolah in this one, and we seem to be having no problem with money. If you guys like this video, please consider giving it a like. If you like me and you like my content, please consider subscribing. It really does mean everything to me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to have a great day myself, and I will see you next time. Bye!